The divorce was final. But Daniel had no idea what was coming when the judge officially ended my 8-year marriage. Daniel wasn't looking at me. He wasn't looking at the judge. He wasn't even looking at the divorce papers. He was looking at his phone. That is the moment I remember most clearly. The judge's voice echoed through the courtroom. The marital status of the parties is terminated as of today. My marriage was over. 8 years, gone with the sentence. I should have felt devastated. Instead, I felt strangely calm. Then Daniel's phone lit up again. I was sitting close enough to see the message before he turned the screen over. It was from his mother. Emma loves the Penthouse. The realtor is holding it for us until this afternoon. I looked away. So that's what was happening. 3 hours after our divorce became final, Daniel planned to look at a $1.85 million penthouse with Emma, the woman who had entered his life only a few months earlier. I wasn't surprised. By then I'd already run out of hope. Daniel stood, slipped the court documents into his leather folder, and straightened his jacket. As he walked past me, he stopped. "The Mission Valley condo is ready." I looked up. "What condo?" "The old 2-bedroom. The one we used to rent to college students." Of course I knew it. It was an old building with leaking underground parking, cracked kitchen counters, and an air conditioner that had broken 3 times the previous summer. Daniel himself had once said we should either renovate it or sell it. Now apparently it was my fresh start. "I had my assistant drop off the keys," he said. "Most of the furniture is still there, so you can move in immediately." I said nothing. He seemed to interpret my silence as disappointment. "There's no mortgage on it," he added. "It's worth more than $300,000. For one person, it's more than enough." More than enough. Daniel had always loved that phrase. 5 pairs of shoes were enough. My clothes were enough. The household budget was enough. And when I left my career because he said we didn't need my income anymore, that was apparently enough too. Now he had decided what would be enough for me after our divorce. A worn-out condo he didn't want. Meanwhile, he was preparing to spend nearly $2 million on his new life. I picked up my bag. "Got it." Daniel hesitated. I could tell he had expected something else. Maybe tears, maybe anger, maybe one final accusation. Instead, I stood up. "Claire," he stopped himself. "I really don't want this to turn ugly." For a moment, his expression almost looked sincere. "Our marriage is over. I think we should both move on." I looked directly at him. "I agree." He nodded. "Good." Then he walked away. The courtroom door closed behind him. My attorney, Nora Hayes, waited a few seconds. "He still has no idea." I looked at her. "No. The temporary financial order should be entered this afternoon." "What time?" "Maybe an hour, maybe 2. I glanced at the clock. 11:09 a.m. Then I remembered the message on Daniel's phone. "I hope it happens before his purchase." Nora frowned. "What purchase?" "He's buying a new place this afternoon." "How much?" $1.85 million. She slowly removed her glasses. "Today? For the girlfriend?" "Technically, he's buying it as his new home." I paused. "But she's already choosing the rooms and furniture." Nora stared at me. Then she put her glasses back on. "Well?" "What?" "That could get awkward." For the first time that morning, I laughed. Not because anything was funny, but because the timing was almost unbelievable, and I had no idea how much worse things were about to become. At 1:56 that afternoon, I was sitting in my best friend Jenny's kitchen when my phone buzzed. She had sent me a photograph. In it, Margaret Reed, my former mother-in-law, was standing in front of a massive wall of glass overlooking San Diego Bay. Next to her was Emma, 27 years old, brown hair, soft features,